The Main Military Investigative Directorate of the Investigative Committee of the Russian Federation has completed its investigation into criminal cases of fraud with wounds and state awards in 83rd Separate Guards Airborne Assault Brigade. As a result of investigative actions, according to Kommersant, 35 participants in illegal actions were identified. According to the investigation, the servicemen, in order to receive payments, committed actions simulating injuries and also reported their exploits to the media. Thus, more than 200 million rubles were illegally obtained. The most well-known defendants, former commander of the Airborne Assault Brigade, Artem Gorodilov, and head of the Special Operations Group, Konstantin Frolov, admitted guilt and testified against their fellow soldiers. The revealed facts led to a change in the procedure for payments for military injuries in the SVO. Payments became differentiated and depend on the severity of the injury, amounting to from 1 million to 3 million rubles. The severity is determined by the Military Medical Commission. As a result of the revealed facts related to illegal payments and awards, the procedure for payments to military personnel who were wounded during a special military operation was changed from November 2024. The amount of payments became differentiated and depends on the severity of the injury established by the Military Medical Commission. The criminal cases are being heard by the Luhansk Garrison Military Court. According to the investigation, the fraud was carried out by simulating injuries and submitting fictitious applications for payments and awards. Recall recently, a Russian military court has sentenced Major General Denis Putlov, the former head of the Central Military District's Armored Vehicle Service, to 8.5 years in a maximum security penal colony, after finding him guilty of accepting a large bribe linked to a state defense contract. The 46-year-old officer was also stripped of his rank and barred from holding senior government positions for 6 years after his release, the Investigative Committee said in a statement. Prosecutors said that between 2023 and 2024, the Defense Ministry signed contracts worth more than 140 million rubles or $1.76 million with a private contractor identified as an entrepreneur named Chudinov to repair and service military vehicles. As the official overseeing the contracts, General Putlov allegedly accepted a 10 million ruble or US $126,000 bribe from Chudinov in exchange for general patronage. Investigators said the contracts were never fulfilled, causing significant losses to the state.
U.S. President Donald Trump appears to allow Ukraine to attack Russia as the U.S.-led peace talks to end the war have not yielded any results so far. In a post on Truth Social on Thursday, Trump acknowledged Russia's invasion of Ukraine and said Kyiv had no chance but fight back. It is very hard, if not impossible, to win a war without attacking an invader's country. It's like a great team in sports that has a fantastic defense, but is not allowed to play offense. There is no chance of winning. It is like that with Ukraine and Russia, Trump wrote. He went on to blame former U.S. President Joe Biden for the ongoing war in Ukraine. Crooked and grossly incompetent Joe Biden would not let Ukraine fight back, only defend. How did that work out? Regardless, this is a war that would have never happened if I were president, zero chance. Interesting times ahead. Trump concluded. The comments mark a major shift in Trump's policy towards the Russia-Ukraine war. It should be noted that during Joe Biden's presidency, Ukraine was not authorized to launch long-range missiles deep into Russia. Bringing prominent White House support to the streets of Washington, Vice President J.D. Vance and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth on Wednesday visited with National Guard troops at the city's main train station as protesters chanted, "Free D.C." The latest tense interlude from President Donald Trump's crackdown in the nation's capital. "You can bring law and order to communities," the vice president asserted. "We appreciate everything you're doing," Vance said as he presented burgers to the troops. Protesters' shouts echoed through the station as the senior official spoke to the National Guard present. According to Associated Press, the appearance, which also included White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller, was a striking scene that illustrated the Republican administration's intense focus on the situation in Washington and its willingness to promote an initiative that has polarized the Democratic-led city.
So I wanted to come here, highlight what they're doing, say thank you in person, obviously pass out a few burgers, but most of all, just send a message to the American people. Look, we don't have to live like this. We do not have to allow our cities to be taken over by violence and by disorder and by chaos. You can actually do stuff. You can actually bring law and order to communities. You've just got to have the political willpower to do it. But I'll tell you, a couple of years ago when I brought my kids here, they were being screamed at by violent vagrants, and it was scaring the hell out of my kids. And one of the things that we've done already in Union Station in just 9 days is we've made it a place where people can walk around safely. They can bring their kids again. They can see this beautiful monument, the architecture. They can have a meal with their friends and their loved ones because, again, we brought some law and order back to Washington, D.C. Hey guys, at ease. Good to see you all. Come here. So, we decided to bring the Secretary of Defense and Stephen Miller to bring you guys some burgers. So we appreciate everything that you're doing. So, you guys bust your ass all day, we give you a hamburger. Not a fair trade, but we're grateful for everything you guys do.
And when I talk to all of them, Stephen, we've all had a chance to talk to them, they're proud of this mission. They're proud to be a part of making sure law and order is established here in the Capitol. We're resourcing them with everything they need, working with our law enforcement partners. So the National Guard, the Defense Department is proud to be standing with you and the President in ensuring we have a safe Capitol that is beautiful, that residents can come visit. We're committed to this mission just like the one at the southern border and in Los Angeles.